Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
You are now tuned in to the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Yo, this is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now, coming to you live and direct with episode number 364 of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast. The DMST Podcast is back. Thank you to everybody tuning in on the Dual Podcast, Facebook, and YouTube. Everybody else tuning in throughout the week, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, the Tune In Radio app, No Wooshka.
None.
Anywhere, wherever, however you get your podcast. We thank y'all for tuning in this week. Playboy, how you feeling?
What's going on, man? Feeling great, man. Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. Another show, another week, man. Let's get it.
All right, Dev, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Ready to go. Ready to have some fun. Talk this have some fun, man.
All right.
Hey, before we go, like, comment, subscribe now.
Yeah, all that. Like, yeah, I gotta put that in rotation. Mm-hmm. Like us over on Facebook. Like us on at YouTube. Like us. Follow us on IG. I was looking at our Twitter the other day. I got to get back to tweeting.
Yeah, we got to tweet. We got to post stuff.
Follow us on our Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. Both of those are DMST Boys, BOYZ. Playboy, how was your week?
My week was cool, man. I had to switch up my schedule this week because of work. Some professional duties. So I'm getting ready for a presentation. I got to present next week to the president and the vice president of the company. So it was kind of stressful switching up, a little bit. But other than that, man, it was great. I mean, I take it all in. It's all positive, man. So my week was good, man.
All right, Dev, how was your week?
Sheesh. Week was okay. Week was cool. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Work. We finally had a snow day. Finally.
It was. We woke up. It was pretty crazy out there.
Yeah, it was
in Mayfield.
crazy on Tuesday.
I mean, we had a good probably 5 or 6 inches of snow out there.
Yeah, it was cold, so they didn't.
Yeah, I knew that's what it was going to be. It was the cold and then the snow hit. Because I remember on Monday, what was it, Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
On Monday night, I was telling Carlisha, I'm like, yeah, he probably ain't going to school tomorrow.
And people was like, man, we
had
to go.
We do.
Yeah, but we shouldn't have been. We used to walk to school in a foot of snow, and we should not have been in them damn beef and broccoli Timbs with our feet all cold.
Yeah, we did use that to truck through everything.
Yeah, that shit was not right.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things we gotta do us better as adults. Like we put the stuff we went through that actually did make us tougher, which is a good thing. Yeah. But we want to put that on our kids, and we really can't. Not all of that stuff. So that's one of those things. Like you said, we really shouldn't have. We didn't have to be out there. It's just, dude. It's just so easy for them. Amir was sleeping. So Khalees should wake up. She's like, oh yeah, they don't have school, so she go upstairs to tell him and turn off his alarm and stuff like that. But because I think she got that message at about 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I got mine.
Nigga, we would have had to be up. I mean, obviously, technology is so much better. We would have had to be up watching TV, the shit scrolling in super slow motion, and if you missed your letter,
you gotta wait
all the way back around before you even realize you out of school or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, it's so much better for them these days.
Wasn't nothing better than that though. Nothing better than
you see that boy come across the screen?
And then that was because people now don't go outside like that. I guess they do get fun when like they get on FaceTime, but it's almost like you crack the door. I hit my nigga Tiger or somebody like, hey, We get outside, we start making igloos. Like, it wasn't nothing better than
That would have been
on
a football
snow
day on our street.
Yep.
Yeah.
On Savannah, we'd have been football. We'd have had a good hour,
Yeah.
couple hours.
Oh,
and then went inside for like 30 minutes to warm up, and then came back outside. Yep.
But we used to also make like we used to obviously play football and all that kind of stuff. But I never the most fun I ever had on a snow day, it was like a terrible snow day. I mean, this is like the early '90s, and we made it's this laundromat up by Save-A-Lot on Noble. It used to be a McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? The McDonald's tore down.
Yep.
But it's a
laundromat
right next to it.
Yeah.
And up against the wall in the parking lot of the laundromat. It was like 8 of us.
Yeah.
And we took all the snow, pushed it up, then dug it out, and like made an igloo out there. Probably the most fun I ever had on a snow day.
Yeah.
But we got up, we put socks on our hands, like 3 or 4 pairs of socks.
Oh, yeah.
Because niggas ain't had gloves. Couple pairs of pants.
That was me, nigga.
Yeah.
That was me
Couple
all day
pairs of
long.
pants, 2 coats, hat, socks on our hands. And we went up there and
But
made
you couldn't keep us out though. You couldn't keep us.
Oh, it was so fun, man.
You know, whenever you got the notification, it's pretty much probably eat a little something. Like you got to wait till the sun come all the way up or whatever. But at some point, you was gonna be outside.
We was all gonna link and go
You was
outside.
gonna be outside. Yeah.
Like the thought that's stuck in my mind is like, you know how snow get on gloves? You know what I'm saying? How you can like, you'll pick up some snow when it's on your gloves, and then when you stretch your hands out, it like breaks, but it's still attached to your gloves, and you can like flip it off. And then when you was, I used to throw the snow up and try to catch it on my tongue and shit. It was some wild shit, man.
These are the stories that people tell when we didn't have shit to do.
We
back
had
in the day.
shit to do, man.
It wasn't like, at home he was like, he had to bright and early. I ain't even been awake 5 minutes. Can I play my game today?
Yeah,
Like that?
exactly.
Like, for us, it would be like, yo, we got to get
We
outside.
man. It was so fun, man. Those snow days used to be so fun, man.
I remember back in the day in East Cleveland when we did go outside, like you said, a football day, and you got a whole bunch of snow. That's when you start playing sideline pop.
Yeah, man.
We play sideline pop regardless.
we did
on our
too.
street.
We did too.
Like if it was snow on the street like that,
You
could play tackle everywhere. Yeah, yeah.
They tackle on the
Down
street.
man, all that shit, man.
Yeah, it used to be fun, man. Snow days used to be the funnest, man. So my daughter was excited too. She, because I got up, I was almost ready to go because we was one of the last ones. Our school goes along with CMSD, and it was like 7. It was almost 7 o'clock. It was like 6:50 before we got ours.
Oh, I'm gonna say this too about that real quick. 'Cause I know we're gonna transition. Man, I was riding down the damn street, and something just made my heart just flutter. That I don't know if that still exists around your neighborhoods or whatever. That we used to. I seen little boys and little girls with their shovels trying to shovel people's driveways and stuff.
I mean, it wasn't happening out there where I was. But I know. Shout out to the homie Joy. I know she had put on Facebook that her son was out there. He played for Glenville too. Shout out to Glenville. They back-to-back state champs. Shout out to the inner city school
Yes,
for doing
sir.
it. But she had put on there that he was out there trying to make some money.
Yeah.
So she had put on Facebook, and I forgot to share the post. But just she's like, I'll bring him wherever if you need your driveway done. He trying to make some money. So I'm like, that's good to see that you out there hustling still and just
I love it.
going to make some money because people did that when we was younger.
I ain't gonna lie. I made a business decision. I'm like, we in on Tuesday. Everybody, Leah was sick. Mackenzie was done. I'm in the crib. I'm like, okay, nobody.
You ain't gonna shovel
today. It's gonna be 50 on Thursday.
You just
I'm
let
about to
it
make
sit.
a business decision to let this shit ride.
Yeah,
I ain't shovel.
I went
had to shovel.
on and went out and shovel because I'm like, all right, just
We ain't had to leave.
I
Leah didn't leave
I
for 2
get
days.
it. I mean, we really ain't have to leave neither. But I'm just like, all right, mailman.
That's
or
that
something.
new-
That's
that's
that new
that new-
homeowner shit, nigga. Fuck that. And I ain't want to. I ain't
Hey,
want.
he had this bitch like, "Good morning, my neighbors."
Hey,
Good morning, mother. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to be here.
and yeah, I went on and went out there and shoveled
that's
on
funny,
Tuesday.
I made a business decision because I know it's gonna be a day in the coming months where it's gonna snow, and I'm gonna look at that damn forecast, and it's gonna say 22 degrees on Wednesday, 20 degrees on Thursday, 19 degrees. I'm like, fuck.
and ain't going nowhere. So
I gotta go shovel this snow. But when I saw 50 on Thursday, I said, "Oh, this shit gonna be gone by Thursday at 5 o'clock. I'm not touching this shit."
Right.
And God be damned.
It happened though. Yeah.
If in 48 hours that snow wasn't gone.
yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I get better, But yeah,
Yeah, no, ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel it.
But
How was
yeah,
your week, man?
everything been good, man. It's just trying to get through the last little push of the year for work with getting these offices to get to to meet their metrics and stuff like that. So it's all good. Meeting with people, that's it.
Real quick. I mean, it's knocking on wood because life could change in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like, it's Christmas time is coming. And, like, well, social media now is completely just fun to me. It's all it is.
Right.
It has completely gone past the point where I believe it matters. It's just fun. And, like, I'll watch people post stuff, and they post it like, my budget is this tight during December. And I'm like, at this age, almost, what would I be next year? 42 next year. We have gotten to the point in our house where, like, Christmas time is not, oh shit, how am I supposed to get these gifts? Like, I watch people stressing over it, and I'm like, y'all just young and ain't really figured out how to, December coming in January. Like, you know this is coming. So the older you get, the more you prep yourself. So we pretty much got paid last week, and then you knock out Christmas. Or you get stuff over a couple period of months, and then you knock out the rest at the end of, and then you just spend December waiting to wrap gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be this stressful, but social media make you believe that everybody got $5 and they got to buy $115,000 worth of gifts. And I'm like, I don't know. I just look at social media now, and I'm like, okay, people just haven't figured life out that well yet, and that's okay. And it's because I don't be relating to everything. I don't be relating to the mindset that women be having against men. I don't be relating to the mindset that men be having for women. I don't be relating to. I ain't like, why y'all ain't ready for Christmas? I don't. That doesn't. Niggas don't plan out their life a little bit better than, like. I can see if it's extenuating circumstances, like Brainstorm, you just bought a house. I can see, all right.
And got married.
Yeah, and got married.
Right, yeah.
So, all right, extenuating circumstances. Like, that's different than just, I'm unprepared and I forgot Christmas was coming in 20 days.
Right.
What you been doing? The fuck y'all been doing?
Right.
But then I look at them like, oh, these people 27. They 31. They ain't figured this shit out yet. Life is way more simple than people be making it be on social media. So I just look at this shit for entertainment purposes.
Like you said, let social media tell the story. It ain't.
Now, so depending on what you got going, like you just said, Brainstorm just bought a home, married. Now some Christmases could be, a little less extravagant depending on what we got going on.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But
I
agree with you 100%.
No. But then prep for that, and it's entertainment to me because, like, if that's the case, then why is you broadcasting that on social media?
Right.
If everybody going, that's why I knocked on wood. Everybody go through a little transition.
Yeah, right.
You could lose a job. You could have to take a demotion at your job. You could have money and not have the money. Okay, that's the case. Then, like, all right, cool, I feel it. You know what I'm saying? But why are we not, nigga, my father talk about the 7 Ps. Why are we not proper planning to prevent piss poor performance? Like, why? If I lost my job, then we got to downgrade Christmas a bit.
Right.
So now that it's December 3rd, it's not a shock that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just.
No, I agree with you.
You had those circumstances, and everybody. What I see a lot of times in conversations about anything, not you. I'm not talking about you. But I'm talking in general on social media. People will see these extreme situations.
That's what I was about to use
try to explain that out for the masses.
Extreme.
Yeah.
Social media is extreme.
It's the extremes.
That's all it is. Extremes.
And so it's entertainment.
Other than some funny stuff, everything is extremes. We only get
even the funny stuff is extreme because it's so funny.
I mean, we don't get to see the middle of the road stuff. We don't even really get to see middle of the road reactions. I refuse to think, even when you're looking at stuff like Shade Room or whatever, when people put stuff up there, that even when you start going through the comments, I think we get the most extreme of comments. Even if because we never stroll through a million comments that's there, but we get
like 7.
We get the most extreme. It's like they got to have algorithms because it just can't be this person think that all women is right and this person think that all men is right. Like, it ain't nobody with sense in these comments.
This is the thing. Speaking of comments. I mean, I know I'm throwing intellectual property out into the world for somebody to steal. But somebody got to do. I don't know if it's in our interest to do it. That's why I'm bringing it up because I don't think it's a venture for us. But somebody got to do a podcast called The Comment Section because the comment sections on Shade Room and other places that's funny as fuck.
That's a good one. We're going to strike that from the record because that's actually a good one. That we because I was just sitting here
Nigga,
thinking,
that'd be so
when you first brought up social media, I'm like, we need to just damn near have a segment on the show that
Well, we
just
just
talks
go through
about
the comments.
one of the craziest things we see or something. So we might have to strike that from the record.
I know I'm giving away intellectual property.
Talk to the court reporter, or whoever they be doing it
But
for.
I swear to God, speaking like you talk about the Shade Room, you go to a post on the Shade Room or somewhere else, a Black Love Bible,
Yeah.
Black hit, Hollywood Unlocked. Nigga, the first 10 to 15 comments
Be absolutely wild.
bangers. Man, the shit they was saying about T.I. son this week on there was hilarious.
So what all really happened with that?
So
I guess we can
they
start
was-
transition.
We can start. It was at the Falcons game. I mean, I guess we could play the I don't want to play the video because they ain't gonna be able to hear it. No, they would be able to hear it.
Yeah, we fixed that part.
We fixed that part. They were at Atlanta Falcons game, and they started like beefing back, like going back and forth about.
So was they in like a suite or something? I thought they might have been on a field.
Yeah,
or
I think they was out amongst the people at that point.
something. Okay.
Let's see. They were okay. I'm sorry. Pausing during this shit is wild. So they we'll just explain it. They went to a Atlanta Falcons game, and somehow he got on his somebody started recording, or he started recording, or maybe he was on live. King, T.I. son, and they started going back and forth about how he wanted to be in the hood and in the trade. It's a whole different conversation we can have too. How he wanted to be in the hood. And they was like, you had a silver spoon in your mouth. He's like, I ain't had no silver spoon. I was over grandma's house. They said you begged to go over. So I guess the grandma still lived in the hood. T.I. and Tiny lived behind the gates. He was begging to go over there to be with the niggas in the streets. They ended up going to school from his grandma's house and going to a school that was a regular school, and them niggas was fucking with him, and he had to fight. There's videos of him fighting in the bathroom. But he like chose the life. He
chose some type of hood.
Yeah, that's the part that annoys. So T.I. went off on it, and then he tried to like check his father. He tried to like nigga, you capping to T.I. But nigga, Tip really from Bankhead. Like,
Exactly.
Stop playing with niggas.
Right, exactly.
And so T.I. choked his ass up
Yeah,
at the Falcons game.
rightfully so.
Rightfully so. But it's a catch-22 for me, because they provided I don't know what y'all think about this. They provided a life for him, and I saw, I watched a couple things about this before we recorded. So hearing other people's perspective, Mary with mine, see what y'all think, man. But it's catch-22. Like, they provided a great life for their kids, and the whole goal is to provide a better life for your kids than you had.
Mm-hmm.
But also, one of the reasons why kids want to be a part of the hood and shit like that is because people like T.I. made the hood seem so attractive. Like, there's a glorification to the hood. Sounds exciting than a motherfucker. If you don't die, if you don't get shot, it is Scarface in real life. It's Boys in the Hood in real life.
For the people that don't live there.
And the people who
maybe.
don't live there. And these niggas is so good at creating pictures and great songs on a beat. It's romanticized. It's almost modern day mafia life.
It's almost feel good.
Yeah, it's modern day mafia
Because music
life.
makes you feel good. Okay.
So it makes the same nigga who trying to protect his son from going there has also penned some of the most beautifully crafted art that makes you want to go to where he's from.
Right.
So this nigga is a walking oxymoron. Yep. I've used my pen from this fucked up existence to create a life for you that you don't have to go there. But I'm so good at what I do, you hear my music and you want to go to be a part of the life that I'm trying to keep you away from.
Right.
But when it all boils down, nigga, King, every nigga in the hood, it's only one or two. Let me break down to the Kings, because King don't know this. In every hood in America, it's one or two niggas is crazy that would choose to kill niggas and sell dope no matter what.
Right.
For the rest of them, for the rest of us, if you give us an out, we taking it.
Right.
And for some reason, that part's not registering for him. You wanting to go be a part of this lifestyle is asinine to 99% of the niggas in the lifestyle.
I'm about to say, that 95, 98% of these people is trying to get out.
Because only a few niggas is literally, them niggas in the hood, like, this nigga crazy. Like, this nigga was born to be a murderer. Okay, like this nigga, the lifestyle didn't choose him. He chose his life. It's a few niggas. My nigga Tiger. There's a couple people that's love. Man, you know what I'm saying? Look though, you remember Mario Lacey from y'all year? There's a couple niggas that stole off.
Just won't stop.
Love them niggas to death.
Yeah.
Throwed off a little bit.
Yeah.
For the rest of them, if you get them niggas out, they'll take it, King. Like, so you wanting to go into Bankhead and the Trap and the bandos. I'll take you to the bando. I'll take you to the bando. Nigga, you don't gotta take, you talking to T.I., nigga.
Right.
He made bandos, the slang. You saying bando because your daddy talked about him.
Right.
In his raps. What are we talking about?
He had them. He controlled a few of them.
Nobody called them bandos. The niggas from Atlanta started calling them bandos.
Yeah.
You don't have to take T.I. to the bando. What the fuck are you talking about, King?
It's just nothing to do.
It's just disheartening.
It's always going to be, but it's always going to be befuddling to us.
Yes.
To people like us, again, because it's, if you grew up in that, no matter what level of it you was on, like if you grew up in EC, you saw shit around you. Even if your home might have been good, you still saw shit around you. It was your neighbor. It was the people down the street from you. It was people around the corner from you. It was always something. So for the people, again, that lived there, there's nothing to make you be like, you know what? This shit looks fun. It always takes me back to the line in the movie that T.I. was in, the ATL movie, where the nigga was like, nigga, you got a Picasso in your house.
Yeah.
And here you go trying to ride down into the hood because you want to go skate down in the hood and you want to be this and you want to be like, nigga, you got a Picasso in your house. You can keep the piss in the hallway. Like it's always gonna be insane to people that's trying to get out of it, you know. So
it's because as well as it's generational, man.
Yeah.
And I ain't even talking about the past 10, 15, 20 years. Bro, we can go back to the fucking 60s and 50s when you had Bumpy Johnson. Everybody looked up to Bumpy Johnson. But this is a nigga that killed people. So, you know, ran numbers. This goes into what I was saying earlier, but I can just tie it into what you started as far as the conversation. We glorify all the wrong shit.
Yeah, we mentioned it pre-show. Yeah,
we talking about the shit with Charleston White. Yeah,
we glorify everything that for real, when it comes to the law and everything, we glorify it. And a person could be like I ain't saying no names, but I've seen some people, you know, unfortunately, that have passed away over the years, and I personally knew how they were growing up from. And not saying that people can't change. But I remember these people being bullies, these people being dope boys, these people being niggas
Menaces
that was
to society, nigga.
And especially women and niggas just glorified them to the utmost and looked at them like they was the man and this and that. Why do we do? I can't figure out for the life of me why we glorify all. Think about it. Top of your head.
I think.
Hold on, real quick. Top of your head. When it come to niggas in the hood, give me. In 5 seconds, just right off the top of your head, what's the #1 hood movie?
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, Boys in the Hood.
Menace to Society. Colors.
Scarface.
And I'm about to say, but it depends on what you're talking about. Like,
but
what
I'm just saying
like.
that.
Scarface.
My point is,
love that shit.
That shit that we glorify. We glorify niggas killing people, selling drugs. But go ahead.
No. I'm just picking up what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think as I've been like really stewing on it this week, I think it's more of romanticizing.
I get it. Yeah.
Because I don't know if I agree with you. I think some of us, I think the glorification comes from the people who are livid and are in it, trying to make it look good. Like I had a tough life, but whatever. Like I'm still standing. I'm still great. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, nigga, you had to boil your hot water too because your gas got cut off out. You know what I'm saying? It's like a connecting tie. But I also believe that the art that we created romanticized it the same way Scarface and The Godfather romanticized mob movies.
Right.
And we're currently living, it just so happens we're from the environment that's now romanticized.
Right.
And why I think it's only, like I was joking, but it's only romanticized because you don't get killed. If you can go to those places and be a fly on the wall, it's the most exciting shit in the world. Strippers, drugs, guns, gangs, murder, all kinds of, it's just ooh, shit, I ain't never seen it. And when you're not from there and you can go there and then nothing happens to you, you just get to watch all this shit that's going on. And oh my God.
It's a movie.
It's a movie
It's
and
a
we're
TV
living
show.
it. We were characters in a fucking movie. Walk into a corner store in the mid-90s. Good luck, nigga. Trying to go get you a quarter water
Right.
and a brownie and some fruities.
And my whole thing is for people like that, I'm not judging nobody.
Yeah.
So that's first and foremost. But is this, how the saying go, is this really what you want?
It's not.
Like, you really want to come down and see some, like, man, it just makes no sense to
Because
me.
niggas like T.I. and everybody, Bone, whoever, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z, they're so talented at creating a visual picture. NWA, nigga, the Fat Furious 5, whatever the fuck. Go back. Nigga, Sugar Hill Gang. They're so good at creating a visual picture. Nigga, pissy in the hallway. I'm on the back. Nigga, they just create it. Is so vivid and you want to see it. Like, ooh, it's broken glass everywhere. Ooh, junkies on the corner.
Hey,
they don't
But if
care.
it ain't about
Ooh.
the money, I just don't care.
Yeah, I just don't get it. It's like you want to go see it. It's like watching a car crash.
Yeah.
And I'll be real. I don't speak on nothing I don't either have dealt with or been involved in.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of it as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, we all guilty of it.
Nigga.
But I'm going to tell you real quick story. I'm at work, and it's two cats that I work with, particularly on my shift, whatever. We was all just sitting there conversating. Like I said, make a long story short, one got to saying, we was joking, but they was for real. Like, nigga, I'm from Miles. Nigga, I'm from such and such. I'm like, nigga, I'm from EC. That's slightly a part of like glorifying,
Yes.
like being,
Because it's what we survive.
oh, I'm tougher than you, or my hood tougher than you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man.
No, it's not. It's because
I get what you're saying though.
But let me tell you what it is though.
Yeah,
Because the surviving it does do something to your psyche.
yeah, it does.
This is what I visualize when I see what other people see in us in our upbringing. It is literally driving past the crash. Everybody wants to see the crash.
Yep.
But
That's a
don't
good one.
nobody really want to be the nigga in the front seat that got to get taken out by the jaws of life.
That is a
you
good
don't really want to be in this car, nigga.
That's great. That's a great
Like
one
I
right there.
know you drive past it and you want to see and ooh
Right.
the front end fucked up and ooh them people trapped and ooh the airbags deployed and ooh shit I think the one car on fire.
Yep.
You don't want to be in the car that's on fire though.
Right, exactly.
For some reason these niggas is not just driving past the car crash. I get it. It's human
They
nature.
want to be.
They
want
want to be in the front
They want to
seat.
be in the car.
Yep.
Trying to get pulled up, nigga. Nobody, and the fucked up part is, nigga, nobody in the car crash wants to be in the crash.
Right.
And I don't know why y'all niggas is running into the crash. I get why you want to see the crash. It is an exciting thing. That car is not supposed to be shaped like that on the side of a highway. I get it.
So does
It's
that mean
human
we
nature.
got to stop? I mean, we see
It's
it in other
hard, though,
places. I
real
mean, do
quick.
we got to stop? Go ahead.
It's hard. I don't know what you're about to say. It's hard because if you survive that car crash and get pulled out by the jaws of life, every church, synagogue, everything in the world is going to have you testify. Then you testify, and it looks like you're glorifying, but you're really just exalting the fact that you survived that deadly car crash. So it's a catch. All this shit is a catch-22. I get in this car crash. I survive it. I tell the heroine story. It makes me look like a fucking
Right.
God to the
Right.
people who had to experience, or everybody in the crowd is like, oh, I got praise God that you survived it. But then what are you supposed to do? Not testify to the happiness you have for coming out of it? So when you talking to niggas at the job, you're like, I'm from EC, nigga.
Right.
I was in the front seat. I had to get pulled up by the jaws of life.
Right. Yeah.
It's human.
And-
both of them human nature.
And we was joking, but I literally was like,
both.
I almost got into a fight at work about 3 years ago. We was just real quick sitting there having a conversation with somebody at the table, and we got to talking, and they got to shitting on EC. Nigga, I slapped the table and stood up like, nigga,
EC don't love nothing about us, nigga.
bruh,
We fight for death over this.
I mean, he was dogging it like, man, motherfucker, man, this and that. But I said, nigga, you got one more time to say something about East Cleveland. I said, this gonna be a motherfucking problem. This exactly. I kid you. And me and him cool now. I could call him and put him on the phone and be like, nigga, you remember how we almost got into it about East Cleveland, nigga? He'd start laughing.
But it's human nature, man.
Yeah.
And that's the fucked up part of the T.I. King shit is the biggest. It is what we created. It is the world we live in. It is the mess that the tangle web we've weaved.
Weaved.
is T.I. has come up out of that shit, found a way to get up out of it by creating beautiful art, and that beautiful art is now influencing his own kid who he's trying to keep out of the shit.
Right.
But because he's so good at what he does, his kid wants to experience the shit he wrote about.
Right.
So it's
It's
so
almost
fucking
like
twisted.
what was the person in the news the other week? Was it Michael Irvin's son?
Yeah.
Well, Michael Irvin
He
had
came
the
up-
dog his own son. Like, son, you rapping about this? Like, son, you grew up in a gated community. Like, what are you talking
He
about?
said, "You're rapping about my life."
Yeah, that's why I'm about to ask y'all. Like, so I mean, I know it's easy. It's the easy thing to say, but don't we got to stop being the people that's glorifying what the people talking about in the music? Half the shit the people talk. I think Fat Joe just said recently that he lied about most of the shit that was in the song. It's like ding dong, of course. Yes, everybody.
Majority of
it's
the
not.
niggas
It's
do.
not saying you didn't go do this shit. It's not saying that people didn't sell some drugs at some point or something like that, or your life wasn't fucked up. But if people can't understand that these are stories that people are telling and it's an art form, I mean, like people sit down and write songs. Like people ain't just.
I mean, it's
It's like
entertainment.
So yeah, it's
That's a hell of
entertainment.
a
So
question
at
to
some
ask,
point,
though.
don't we got to stop being like, yo, hey, I love playing that shit though. A lot of times, you know
It's
what I mean?
hard. You're right, Brainstorm, but it's hard.
But it's hard to do it because it's entertainment.
You're right.
It's hard. No, it's hard to do it because it is entertainment, and our experience is we experienced a car crash. So once we tell our story, people who didn't experience that same trial it's going to go to a part of their human existence that's natural. They're gonna want to know more. They're gonna want to go to the O Block. They're gonna want to go to Compton. They're gonna want to see it, touch it, taste it, feel it. Because it's so. If you just say I grew up in East Cleveland in the 90s and it was the murder capital of the world from 94 to 95, automatically you got 85% of the population's attention. Yeah. Niggas gonna go to Google. They're gonna start researching. They're gonna start figuring out, oh shit, this little city on the outskirts of Cleveland was it's going to. It's hard.
It's like
it's either say nothing and disappear, or tell your story, and it's gonna be romanticized by the brains of humans.
Like I'm romanticizing right now. I got a man crush. Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
You know, I just got finished finally watching Snowfall all the way through.
Oh, okay.
I want to be Franklin Satan, this motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? To watch him grow up from this and then blow up to be a man. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real, we have to stop glorifying the stuff that we know is morally wrong.
Okay, so how do we tell the story without glorifying it? That's the question I think rappers got to find. I know we ain't come with that, but that's the question they got to answer.
Like I get the aspect of coming from where you come from and telling your story. I get that. But we have to find a way, like you just said, to figure out to the people that's coming after us to be like, no, that ain't the way you want to go. Yeah. Like that shit. But it starts with us.
It's
though.
too many people that's still in that spot. Though.
Yeah.
It's not as nearly as many people that's in the TI spots or whatever. I think where it starts more than anything is the people that's like us that get out of it, that's holding out. We made a decent life for ourselves or something like that or whatever. We got to start amplifying those voices more. Honestly, so and that probably starts with more with people like us. Like we got the YGB in on the wall and stuff like that. It's like it starts with people like us actually going out there and doing like what is it that what's calling them are doing? Ron Bailey and what's it?
Moss.
Yeah, what is it they doing? Like stuff like we got to start amplifying those voices more. Because it's just like when you got people that don't have nothing, but all they see is the people that do got, and they getting in the bad ways or whatever. That's all they fucking know until you got some people that just come and say, yeah, all right, you can do better than this. Like you can actually go and do this, and you ain't got to go down these roads. So it's I think it kind of starts there.
And that's the thing. Shout out to the chat. Take a seat said it's hard. Like basically you can't. It won't look as glamorous. That's what I was thinking about. Even to the Fat Joe point you made, and Nas said it. Nas said it from back. These are the stories from my Project Windows. Like Nas let it known from the beginning that I'm telling stories of what I saw. The number one issue is until the hood is not the hood.
Yep,
it's gonna be hard because whether Fat Joe did it or not, people can still go to 99th and St. Clair. If you went to 99th and St. Clair right now to see Bones' sign, you will see the sign. But when the last time I drove around 99th and St. Clair? It is a relic. It is a museum of gangbangers and dope boys, past and present.
Yep.
If you have any
the whole neighborhood,
the whole
over there,
neighborhood
period.
looked like a goddamn movie scene
It's,
from Boys in the Hood.
even in reading Richard's book, I just finished that earlier this week because I got sidetracked. But it's like him talking about, he mentioned some point to put like the DuPont area and stuff, and
Playing ball down there.
yeah, I'm looking like I used to play ball down there. You ride over there now.
It looked like a goddamn exactly. That's what I'm saying. If them places exist, if they still exist, that's the problem. So you can read Rich's book, and you're gonna go into a fantasy world.
And that's exactly what I was doing. I was flying through the book. Carlisha was
going into it?
Carlisha was like, "Well, why are you so into it?" Because he's from here. I'm like, "Yeah, it's like he's
But you
telling
can visualize
stories.
it.
What's the name of the book?
It's called
You said Rich Paul.
yeah, it's called it's the Jay-Z lyric. Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Worthy.
Lucky Me.
Lucky me.
Look at me. Okay, I gotta get that.
But it's a dope. But I'm reading the book and it's just like I'm telling her like he's telling stories.
Oh,
I think
shit.
that thing keep going out. I had to click it when I came in.
Excuse me, people.
Oh, we out. The computer just went out.
Oh, the computer went out.
Oh no, we back. We still live.
We still
I think
live?
so. Yeah, we still live.
Okay. But yeah, I was just saying, yeah, he telling stories that the TV went out though.
Okay, I'll turn.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, he just telling stories that no matter what, in some way, shape, or form, we all lived it.
Yeah.
You know, like I was out there selling like he was selling or something like that. No, but we still live part of that life. You know, so it's just it's easy for me to look at that and relate. Then you talking about places that I've been at or I've played ball at or I've been out there with my peoples at and something like that. It's just I relate to him talking about being on the bus, and at some point when you're growing up in Cleveland, you think the world is Cleveland. All you see is Cleveland.
Right.
If you hop the bus ride down St. Clair, if you hop the Rapid,
Yep.
or you ride this, Cleveland is Cleveland. It's a ton of people I knew in life that had never left the city. We were grown, had never left, let alone Ohio, had never barely left the city.
Right.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
I just look, and I know we got transition, but
No,
under no circumstances, don't get it twisted. We always say three brothers from East Cleveland. We had a lot of fun growing up.
Oh, it was because if you don't get murdered,
Right.
it is you are living a movie.
Yeah, you are.
You're living a movie.
Because it's a lot of people that we've known that passed away due to
Yeah.
senseless violence and different stuff that we could have easily been either one of us.
I remember playing NBA Live on Sega in the living room. I ain't gonna tell I had my homie, his older brother, in the kitchen cooking crack.
Yeah.
It is you might as well have brought John Singleton into the living room
Right.
and said action.
Action.
It's just, we were living a movie, man.
Yeah.
And you survive this shit. You look back on it, and think about what happens to the human body in a dangerous situation. And you don't know that you in a dangerous situation, but nigga, somebody could have ran that house, kicked the door in. Police could have ran in.
Right.
Who knows what could have happened? And you think back on it, you're like, ooh, shit, I survived. It's just human nature, man.
Because it's like a domino effect too.
Yep.
Because once you tell that story to somebody, they're gonna be looking at you like, "Oh, you the man."
Yeah, man. And
You know what I'm saying?
all you was doing was playing the video.
Bruh, it's different things that right, exactly. I was just playing Tecmo Bowl, nigga.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've told stories of different stuff that I've been through, and people look at me like it's like automatic respect for certain things that you've been through.
Yeah, that's the part that's got to get changed though.
Yeah, it has to get changed, man.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you this, different stuff that I've been through, I wish I could turn back the hands of time and not get involved with it. I'll tell you that much.
Bridget, she said it's the famous people that have to change it because, like you said, hearing or seeing it, it's glamorous and that's all the kids want to do. I mean, that's true. It is true. It is true. The problem, it's not even a problem. I don't want the problem makes it sound bad. The hurdle we'll have to jump over is, in order for any art form, whether it be painting, movies, music, whatever it is, it's why I love my favorite genre. I talk about this shit all the time. My favorite genre of movies is love stories. My favorite genre of movies because it's universal. And everybody, even if you don't love nobody, something happened to take love out of it. Everybody can relate to some sort of love story, love lost, love gained, whatever the case may be.
Everybody's had that, yeah.
And there's a romantic side to any film, to be honest with you, no matter what it's about. it has to be. There has to be an arc. There has to be a villain. There has to be an overcoming moment. There has to be a romantic aspect to it, man. And until that is no longer the formula for art, it's going to be hard to create art without romanticizing the art you create. And it just so happens we're some of the greatest artists on earth.
Right.
And we come from these we come from these derelict situations, and because we come from such harsh existences, our art's better.
That's true.
It fuels the dopeness. It fuels. I want to get my mama out the hood, so nigga, I'll run every hill in the city to become the best wide receiver that you ever seen. It fuels our existence.
That made me think about something that I had put in my. It was in my mind the other day. I forgot what I was watching, but it's just if we was the group that was on top, right? Mm-hmm. So say we was the white people that everything was given to us, and just flip our whole histories. You know, we brought them over from somewhere, something like that. Like, you know how we create the culture. You know, we create. I mean, everything stems from around what black people and black culture is. We're great athletes and all these things. And I was thinking, like, if it was flipped, like, would we just be running the world like they are in a sense, or would it be like, or would we be kind of lazy? Would they have adapted, and then they'd be like, okay, they will be the culture, and they would be the hardest workers or whatever? Or is it because are we just that superior? Because we know look at the sports leagues and look at all these things or whatever.
Athletically, they created. I mean, they created us. Not in that way. Fuck them. Not like that. Like they bred.
Certain people
slavery bred some. We got a genetic advantage. They killed off. They fucked us up. They killed off the weak ones.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't. Our losing hair. You know, George Jefferson hair black men don't exist that much.
No, this nigga. This nigga.
No, this nigga didn't take a direct shot.
You know what? I'm an EC, nigga.
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm talking about the daddies with the fanny packs and the thong sandals. We don't really have those in our community that much.
Now I got a complex.
My bad.
No, I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
But I know you're talking about this goes right over into I guess our next topic. I mean, I know we're gonna probably keep touching on that topic today and in the future. Mm-hmm. But it feels right into it. I know Playboy hadn't seen a bunch of stuff on it, but Young Thug is on trial for what's it called? Not racketeering, but
RICO.
He got a
RICO charges
for YSL. His
lawyers are.
His lawyer had the trial started. They had to open a statement. Mm-hmm. This nigga tried to tell the court that Thug stands for truly humble under God.
Get the fuck out.
He did. He said that.
He also tried to say that he made a song called Pushin' P, and it stood for pushing positivity.
That's what he said, though. It's literally what he said.
That's like is he the lawyer from Mo Money, the Reverend lawyer or some
That's what
shit?
he said.
Get the fuck out of here.
But I mean,
we about to pull up the Pushin' P lyrics. He said,
Pushing yeah. This is the thing. Like, you can't.
I hate niggas so much, man.
But the problem is, like, you hop into the comments on these posts, right?
She not lesbian. She P. She turned lesbian. This nigga, what are we talking about?
You hop in the comments. That's all you see in it. It's just stuff like that. One is funny. It's just.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I saw the switching of the Thug, whatever. That's the funny part about lyrics, though. You can interpret them to mean whatever you want them to mean, though.
You can't really.
Hold on. Thug stands for what again?
Truly humble
under God.
Truly humble under. Is this a national anthem in this motherfucker?
Yeah, under God.
Oh,
wow.
I love it,
nigga.
though, man.
Purple pint, pussy pink. Bitch, I'm pushing P.
Yeah.
That stands for pushing positivity.
It's
he pop a P, not a perk. He's popping a positivity pill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Pop a P. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
hey, pop a P. Y'all got some P's.
It's like Kolisha just said, though. His job is to introduce reasonable doubt. That's his job. Yeah. So
this is irrational doubt.
In that sense, he's doing his job. But you know, it's a lot of people in the comments defending young Thizzle that he should be getting off. But you can interpret lyrics to be whatever you need them to be in any situation, though. So if he's one nation, indivisible, under God, with liberty and justice for all, then goddamn it, then that's what he is. And who are we to tell the people that that's not what it stands for?
Oh man, that's funny. That is funny.
I don't think they're gonna go for it though, man. But that's another one of the things with people. I mean, I guess he was living a life that he was rapping about or whatever. I don't even know what all his charges is really for, to be honest. I haven't put that much energy into looking at what all of his charges are.
The only thing
for.
that may save him is because the prosecution keep withholding evidence, and the judge got mad.
Can I tell you the? I tell you the first truth bar on here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pointers in the Patek in my piece. I'm pushing P. Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no peace. So why are you buying guns?
That's not. Can you repeat that?
Cop new hammers for my P. We don't want no peace.
He's obviously buying new hammers for the
pistol,
for the project for the project project that he's completing.
Habitat for Humanity.
That's
God,
it. That's what he's doing. Next line.
Okay.
Next line.
Got a spot across the spot just for peas.
Bando.
Drop the dot, then we plotting exotic peas.
So he got a spot across the spot. So he's investing in real estate.
I see what you're doing now.
Shout out to DJ Envy. Okay.
Yeah. He's investing in real estate to build his community. What's that second line?
Drop the dot, then we plotting exotic peas.
Exotic. See, the dot. The dot is what's the term when they come and take over your communities and they flip it up? What is it?
Gentrification.
The dot is
Gentrification.
Yeah, he's dotting gentrification as he's targeting his next
Investment.
his next investments.
Okay.
His next investments.
She's not a lesbian.
And exotic is his portfolio.
Oh, because he got stuff over. He got
It's
places
portfolio,
overseas.
right.
Yeah.
This one, she's not a lesbian. For P, she turned lesbian.
She's not. So what he's saying. So lesbian in its truest form usually means woman on woman, but in this case, it's the sisters helping up the other sisters in our community.
Positive lesbian.
Positive lesbians.
Positive lesbian.
That's it.
Preach, my brother.
That's it, man. See,
man.
Introducing doubt. There you go.
Ooh,
baby.
See.
Portuguese on her knees,
Ooh,
mopping down a P.
Okay, Portuguese on these. Okay.
Well, okay, we made our point. We made our Branson's like, hold the fuck up.
She let me squeeze, then she leave because she keep it P. That's a tough one you out there. That's a tough one you out there. I saw this week and I ain't laughed harder in my life. And YSL don't mean Young Slime Life. The gang they throw up, they said it means Yves Saint Laurent, the clothing brand.
I can
talking
see
about he like to wear women's pants and he do those.
Hey.
Then they show pictures of him in pictures with women's pants on.
Hey, I can see it.
When you guilty to the motherfucker, this is the last resort.
This is a classic case of a nigga will do anything, say anything for that freedom.
Nigga, this the last resort to get out of jail, boy.
Oh my God.
That's
that nigga
hilarious.
said, we gonna change. We gotta find some acronyms for your name, brother.
Yeah.
Truly, he said, man, I gotta find a video. See, it ain't popping up there.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. With he in the court, like he's a rapper, and yes, it goes by Young Thug, but Thug, truly humble under God. I said, get the off my screen. Ooh, that's one of the funniest, man. I ain't laughed that hard all week, man.
I will say the hardest I laughed all week is the video I sent y'all.
Oh yeah,
The nigga from the Kendra G show.
Yeah.
My man, hey, let me just tell y'all something.
Oh,
Whenever a dude tell y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry if I'm giving away a secret. If a nigga ever tell you, man, I can't win for losing out here, man, and he doing his hands like this, Hey man, I don't know what to tell you there. I said, hey man, if that nigga ever looks at you and says that,
don't let him go fist in the hand. That's what you really like that. I'm just trying to
hey man, hey,
That's hilarious.
hey, if he tell you that, if he looking you right in the face, that nigga's lying to you.
Oh man,
Hey
yeah,
man,
that video was funny.
win
as
for
hell.
losing out here, man. Hey,
Oh,
that's the hardest I've laughed all week. I wish I had sent that to you
no,
right
I
to
should
you.
have. I should have.
I got to start doing screen records on that and then sending it by email because like when you're trying to pull them up on IG,
It's hard, yeah.
Oh yeah, I might have to put that onto our DMST page. 'Cause that shit was hilarious to me.
All right, what else we got, man?
Well, we got time too. We ain't hit an hour yet.
But so okay, which one we want to do? Which one? Okay,
Can we stop saying real quick? Can we stop saying the Boosie is broke?
they said Boosie broke.
Because he keep asking people back.
No, give me
about
my
his money.
motherfucking royalties.
I keep seeing people, and this guy maybe it's young
See,
people.
man, I can't stand
Maybe it's
black
young
people,
people,
man.
but it's just like people like, oh yeah, he need that bread or something like that. It's
No,
just like
I do. I need all mine.
it's just like at some point, that man got the right to ask for his money. If you sample his song, he got the right to say, "Hey man, run me my money." And people like, oh, that it's you know it's giving,
broke.
yeah, you know.
Ain't it funny? It's funny how niggas that say it's giving broke, that's really broke.
Yeah.
Like let's
It's giving pressed. It's giving. Yes, I am pressed, nigga. I am pressed for my fucking yes. Yeah, I am.
I mean, it's weird. It's just like he's sitting at home listening to people sample his songs or whatever. It don't matter if it was 10 years later or something like that. It's just if it's his work and it's his stuff, it's like go ahead and pay that man his money. Like he can ask for it anytime he want to ask for it. But people is yes, it's really giving this right now. But it's like no, it ain't. He just want his money.
He want his bread. That's it. If I took the time out, if you become Boosie, man, you got to protect. It's your livelihood.
And I don't even like Boosie all like that, to be honest.
Me either. I'm not. But it's your livelihood. Like we got jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas' jobs, man.
Yeah.
And that's how he make his money. So give him his money. If my job didn't give me my check,
I was just about to say, yeah.
I'm gonna go get my money. And you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me, but I know they better cut the check.
Man, let me see somebody go to their job for 2 weeks and work, and they supposed to get paid, and then bosses be looking like, you can't win for losing out here. You know what I'm saying? It's just, let a nigga tell you that you gonna want your bread, or you ain't coming to work tomorrow. So I mean, people need to stop.
Corey said, "Why did he had to put it on social media though?" I mean, I get it. I think people like him. This all goes back to, see, our job is we're in the professional world. People like him, Duval, 50, all these people. I believe part of this is just my belief. I would believe that part of their yearly budget is how much money can I make off social media?
Yeah.
Because of my following and because I can make money from the things that I post, I have to factor in maybe I want to bring in $120,000 this year on social media posts alone. And the more traction they get, the more money they get, or $12,000. I don't care how much it is, $500. If it's part of your budget, then you know what? If we got $5 for every post we made, I would be a posting ass.
Oh shit,
nigga. You hear me? All you would see on your timeline was DMST posts about everything. I just got a flat tire post. I call Playboy. That nigga ain't answer the phone. Post. Somebody reach out to that nigga, make him call me. I would post.
I can't win for losing.
I can't
Post.
win. I'm just trying.
I don't know what to tell you. Post.
But no, I really think that's part of it. But that was part of my thing with social media this week. I started looking at it and just being like, oh, this is all
It's all entertainment.
it's all entertainment. That's all it is. It's a TV station.
Sometimes it is the truth for sometimes. Like you posted yesterday, or the day before, about the Canada Dry and the ginger ale.
Seagram's.
You had to take it to the peoples.
Yeah, I had to say.
And what the people say. The people said you was right.
Can we
Ain't
talk
no
about
Canada
that?
Dry out there, man.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? I mean, the Seagram thing is one thing. Can we talk about the real issue?
What's that?
Why do the women we love so much, and they love us? I know they love us.
Here we go.
I know they love us. We love them. We'll do anything for them. We'll give your life for them. Why do they just go against us for no reason?
I don't know.
I'm sitting in the living room, and I bring it up, right? I just bring it up casually.
Right.
Because I just gotten back from the store. I went and got some water and some ginger ale. And I'm just like, damn, I can't, I don't mind Seagrams. I really don't.
It's all right.
But
if,
I'm
if
like-
Canada Dry is not available,
Yeah, it's not, which is
Seagram's
not.
is good.
I'm a Vernon's guy, by the way.
Yeah, we are.
So that's a wild statement. We ain't gonna
yeah.
touch that.
It's because I'm from EC, nigga.
You ain't Cleveland niggas. But no, I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm just trying to have a casual conversation. Like, hey man, it's crazy. I see not Vernon, Seagram's everywhere. I don't see Canada Dry no more. What is it about the beautiful, lovely women in your life that just want to go against? I don't know about that. Did I just pull this out of my arse or something like that? Clearly, this is an astute observation that I've thought so much about
That you
that I
decided.
brought it up unsolicited.
Yeah.
So, and you know what it frustrates us the
Here
most?
she goes.
You know what it frustrates us the most? It's when we put thought into the thing and you know the other beautiful, lovely person in your life has put zero thought into the thing you talking about.
Right.
But they got a stance.
Right.
I don't
And they
know
gotta
about
stand
that.
on business.
Yeah, they got to stand
Yeah, they
on
gotta stand on
business.
business.
They stand on business. Ain't thought about this prior to nothing you said. But now they standing on business on something they ain't thought 2 seconds about, and you've been contemplating for hours on a drive home.
Right.
You bring it up after hours of research. Them
He said the hours are
fresh on top of their dome, they're just gonna take the opposing point of view. And so you know what I had to do? I had to go to the people.
Right.
I had to go to I don't think my phone has dinged that many times in an hour.
I'm telling you,
In years.
I saw your post and I told you pre-show. I said I thought about it randomly a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago when I was
did
sick.
too.
And I
Yeah.
was in the store looking for ginger ale and I just thought like 2 to 3 sections was full of Seagram's ginger ale, and I was like, "Yo,
Nigga, it
where's
was an
Canada?"
8 foot-
I went to 2 stores and didn't see no Canada Dry because that's my favorite one.
Me too.
And I'm like, "Yo, I guess I got to get the Seagram's." And Corey should think about it at home. The last time I bought ginger ale, it was Seagram's. That's why I had that 2 liter of Seagram's. In fact, it was when I had to get my colonoscopy.
Okay,
Because
so
you only could
Seagram's.
drink like
like
liquids. and stuff.
liquids. Yeah.
Bet. Couldn't find it nowhere.
I don't know what it is.
And I was like, God, where's the Canada Dry? And I ain't seen Canada Dry in about 3 weeks to a month.
Yeah, it confirmed. I started seeing it about a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. Then when I went to Wisconsin, I said,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, okay, something up, niggas." I don't even see.
We
I don't
gonna
even
have to-
see this
we need
shit.
to, we probably
in
need to
another
Google
state.
like if it's like a shortage or something.
Somebody told me on the post that they bought out ginger ale in the Coke division. So I guess it's Seagram's now.
Oh,
So I mean, that's what I don't know if that's true, but all I know
I
is
heard something like that too.
That
I
makes
walked
sense,
into a
though.
store and there was an 8-foot display of Seagram's. It was like 12-pack, 2 liters, 2 liters, 2 liters, 2 liters, 6-pack. I said, what is in here? Crack? Like, why the fuck are y'all
Yeah.
trying to sell me the Seagram so
They
bad?
flooding that like they flooded crack in the
Nigga,
community.
they flooding the market with
COINTELPRO
Seagram.
in this motherfucker.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I couldn't find it nowhere. So when you posted it, I laughed about it. Like, yeah, he ain't lying. You can't find Canada Dry
And so you
nowhere.
can get it at Marks and Target, but it's probably the leftover supply
Mm-hmm.
until they run out.
It's so crazy that you would bring up that post because, like I said, when I was sitting there in the store, I went to like 3 or 4 different stores. I kept seeing fucking Seagram's. I'm sitting there looking like,
Like, I've seen it before. I've never seen the Seagram's 20 ounce ever in my life. I've seen like Seagram's 12 packs or a 2 liter, but like the 20 ounce next to a Coke, I'm like, nigga, where?
yeah,
Because it's the visual is so different. It's a clear bottle with the yellow ginger ale. I'm used to the green bottle, so it didn't even catch my eye.
yeah.
I'm like, there's no
Well,
ginger
they've
ale.
switched it up now. Now their label is dark green. Seagram's now, yeah, they switched their label up and everything
Yeah,
now.
so
Yeah,
the
it's
Seagram's
crazy.
was Seagram's gin. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
all I knew it of.
That's
Right.
hey.
But
Gin
I
juice.
just love the fact that you've reached peak relationship. You know that woman loves you when she don't agree with shit you say the first time.
Like all of it. Like all of it.
If you say something and she don't agree, that woman love you. Cause goddamn, boy,
That's the true test of the
it's
relationship.
a truth.
huh?
That's a relationship.
Go home and be like, man, the Browns have to play today. No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
They play on
Saturday.
Tuesday.
You like, oh,
I knew you loved me, girl.
You really love me. Huh?
You really love me.
You
don't
really
you?
love me.
oh, it's nothing like it.
You really
man.
fuck with me, don't you?
Oh man, I saw
funny.
a picture that, this week too. I think one of y'all might have shared it too. I think you put it on your story, Dev, with the spoons and stuff.
Yeah.
What do people call that in they hood? Because I think I think we just called it spoons.
Yeah, we just called it spoons.
You know, breaking the spoons.
Oh yeah.
I think we just called it
And
spoons.
we did more pencils at Caledonia.
We did
you had
pencils,
to
too.
I can remember how my thumbs would feel holding the pencil that's getting broke.
Yeah.
That shit used to hurt so bad, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to play pencils. We played spoons more too. But I don't know how. Like, nigga, I used to. Man, that was so nostalgic, that post, because we used to play spoons.
Yeah.
But whoever would go first, it was numbers on the back of the spoon. So on the back of the spoon, on the stem, right above the little circle was numbers. And whoever had the lowest number could go first.
Yep.
And then you had to break spoons. Yeah, that shit was fun, man.
Yeah. I remember them days.
Yeah, back in the day, man.
Sitting up in the study hall and playing pencils, man. Pencil breaking shit.
Yeah. Tunk, pencil break, we was in stay.
Playing tunk for money. I lost a lot of
We
money.
grew up in a movie.
Yeah.
We grew up, nigga.
I
We
made-
was in study hall playing tunk for money.
I
That
made
didn't
lunch
happen
money
in Solon.
plenty of times in school, and I lost my lunch money plenty of times in school. Easy. Yeah, like you said, our life is a movie.
It was a
It's just
movie,
like
man.
it's just like it's that's another reason why we're so creative, because we've lived through so many things that the stories we tell, like for us, it's life, and to other people, it is a story. That's why, going back to what we were talking to previously, that's why it is appealing to people that don't live it. It's a movie to them. It's a TV
Yeah,
show
it
to
is.
them. Like for us,
It's foreign.
yeah, I mean, like and it's weird because shit is scary. That's like, I remember you talking about watching the niggas get shot out in front of your house and stuff like that. That would be entertaining to somebody, and for you like, God damn it, a motherfucker just got shot in front of my God. Did they see me? I hope they ain't see me. Turn off these lights and shit. Like it's just. But that's entertainment to people.
When they got the
don't
shit
get it.
beat out of him, I didn't know whether he got shot or beat up. All they know is it's a convenient on. I think that's Allendale. It's across from Angela Mia on Euclid.
Yeah,
so you got
right across the
Euclid,
street
and
from
then
it, yeah.
to
Oh,
your
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
Right
And
right
it's
across.
our
it's
Yeah.
convenient. And in the front, they got a bunch of yellow posts on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
my aunt used to
right
live
where
on
you
that street
park.
right there. Yep.
Me and my cousin coming out, nigga bloody. I didn't know if he got shot, beat up, or what. All I know is he was bleeding from his face and everything all over. We ran. But like, you come out from that, you don't know what's going on. You don't know, did he get stabbed up? I don't know. All I know is I got to get out of here
Yeah.
and get back to Six crib. His homie had 6 fingers. Lived. It's a long story.
It's a long story.
He had a little baby finger on the end down here. They called him 6.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he had an extra finger.
Yeah, and they was Muslim. They lived. I can't remember the name of the street, but it was. If you went all the way down Noble, it was one street over to the right. Noble. Anyway,
I was watching the Kevin Hart thing last night. That was on Peacock. His last comedy thing that came out. He said how that's how nicknames are. Like nicknames. He said the best nicknames are all fucked up. Basically,
That is fun. We called the nigga 6. That's
that's how it is with nicknames. Yeah.
Reminds him daily. It reminds him daily
The
of
best
that
nicknames
finger.
is the shit that you kind of, it's kind of like some obvious fucked up shit about somebody or something. Yeah.
Or not even fucked up. Shout out to Leah again.
Or just obvious.
Leah's the muse. I love her to death. This ain't nothing. It's just funny. This ain't a shot. This is just funny as fuck. This is what black people do. And I love the fact that we also black, and Leah, we black to the motherfucker. So we be riding, and Leah don't. So if somebody fucking up driving, she'll be like, make a turn in that goddamn Honda Accord. Like, what's wrong with the car? in that fucking Grand Caravan. Like,
Hey, real
like
talk-
somehow that
Every time
car.
I'll do that shit too. I'm like, get that piece of shit out my way, man.
She say the name of the car.
Oh, no,
She be like that Chevy, get that goddamn Chevy Cruze out the way.
Get that 1999.
niggas take a shot at the thing that you have and make you ashamed of it, nigga. Niggas be like, all right with them boots. Like, oh damn, I thought my shit was cool. Nigga.
Nah, I think black people just observing like that. That's why
that's
ladies would
funny.
be out there. Or somebody people be like, all right, all right, yellow jacket or something like that. Like we just visual. Like we go point something out that we see. So I don't know, man.
Oh,
Maybe
man,
it's
so
just
funny, man.
It's almost like that thing you see on the internet. It's like the black urge too, and then it'd be like 10 straight things on IG. It'd be like the black urge to gotta know whose baby is crying or making all that noise in the store or something like that. It's just it's innate in us, man.
Man, the funniest one recently, man. That's why I love it's so entertaining. The funniest one is that goddamn Scottie Pippen sitting courtside
With
man.
the smell?
Oh my god!
It's like he
And
smell.
It said black women when a kid don't have a coat and
That's how you looking at 'em?
under
Yeah.
60 degrees. Oh, it'll be funny as hell. Man.
That's the beauty. I know we talked about some of the dark stuff of social media. But that's the beautiful
Beauty
part
of it,
about some of the
man.
stuff, man.
If you realize it's all the extremes, and it's just people being the funniest they could be or the darkest they could be, it is the greatest place on earth.
Mm-hmm.
It is so funny, man. It's an escape from reality. When it becomes your reality and you believe what you're watching is the trend, if you start making life decisions based off posts, that's when we got to have a different conversation, because even with AI tech, I don't believe pictures no more. Man. And that's why I love X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, because like if you go on Twitter or X, and like they put a picture up the other day.
Mama made you Twitter. I'm gonna call you Twitter.
Yeah, Mama, exactly. They put up a picture of Diddy, and he had like his head down at like some kind of villa or something. And the caption was like Diddy a day after the allegations. And X would put up under the bottom like, actually this is a picture from 2021. Blah, blah, blah. They'll they course correct. So you can go on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and you'll think you looking at a picture from yesterday if you don't know no better. Right. But Twitter will like put a caption under the bottom. Like even they'll do that shit on like games, or people will be like, I don't like you'll see some of them ads that'll be like, I don't get paid till Thursday. Well, play this game of solitaire or spades and win an extra $50, and they'll be like, actually it's bots and you won't win any extra money. Like they'll shut all that shit down on there. Shout out to Elon Musk for that. I do like that about X, because they don't let that bullshit ride. They don't let fake news ride.
He kind of an ass too.
He is, but at least you won't be on there fooled thinking you watching a legit picture.
That's true.
Or you know how sometimes they put a picture of a worm inside a chicken and giant eagle, and they'll be like, watch out for this, and they'll be like, actually this is computer generated picture and it's not real. Like they'll diffuse the bullshit that you'll see on another site. But real quick, I know we get up out of, we'll get this Browns game going. I just wanted to get y'all thought process on one of the most diabolical women in the history of the world. Here we go. So, if you don't know, Larsa Pippen is speaking of Scottie Pippen meme, is the ex-wife of Scottie Pippen. Mm-hmm. The mother of Scottie Pippen Jr., who plays on the G League of the Lakers. Mm-hmm. She is now dating Michael Jordan's son.
Marcus Jordan.
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen used to be teammates.
They did a couple good things together.
Did a couple good things.
Like 6 of them.
Mm-hmm, 6 championships. She is now dating his son, and they are engaged.
To be married. And she has just announced that she will be taking his last name when she gets married. She will be Larsa Pippen Jordan.
She will be Larsa Pippen Jordan. Or Larsa Jordan.
She must have some class. But she's trolling the fuck out of him.
This is the most diabolical woman. She going down as one of.
I want to really hurt you.
I want to hurt yours, because she kept Pippen. Yeah. She kept Pippen on the back of her name and was out here fucking Future and all them. So it was almost like, I'm going to let the world know that I'm your ex and I'm out here in these streets.
Right.
Then you get with your, like, fellas, just think about your girl.
Here we go.
I'm not about to do specific names, but you got a girl. You got a wife. You got a wife. Mm-hmm. You and your wife break up. One of your nigga's son turned 18. She marry your nigga's son and take his last name. Now your girl walking around, whatever, X name Lucius. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. DJ Brainstorm.
I come from a little town called East Cleveland.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. If I'm Scottie Pippen, everybody in that Jordan family got to catch these hands, man.
Yeah.
Does he have a legitimate beef with Michael? Let's start there.
Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with Mike. Because from what I read about him, Mike don't even like the fact that the son is dating her.
Okay.
From what I read, even though.
So Mike get a pass. All right. So we still
I know they was
so
like,
me and you still cool. All right. Now what about the little nigga you raised?
Right.
That is a crazy. Man, if she take that name, if her name turned to be Larsa Jordan,
I mean, which is a bigger last name, Pippen or Jordan?
Jordan.
So that's, of course she's taking that name. I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Why she ain't dropped Pippen when she got divorced?
Because she didn't want to. Pippen made money for it.
I feel like, and that brings me to another point. I feel like in a court of law, if you get divorced, that if the woman takes your name, I think it should automatically go back to her maiden name.
That's a good point. You probably should, in a sense. I mean, think about it. Did Shawnee ever give up the O'Neal?
I don't know.
Until she got married? Because I saw a post a few days ago where something on Shade Room where posted something about her and she got in the comments like, respectfully, my last name is Henderson or something now, whatever it is. Okay. She's married to like a pastor or something. But before that, I think she went by Shawnee O'Neal for forever. So, I mean... If last names mean that much,
but she ain't fucking Penny Hardaway's son. And then, and then her name was Shawnee Hardaway.
But my point is like if last names mean that much for you, hop in the comments. I understand it's different now, so I'm not. I get it. I got you. But if it means that much to you, Shawnee, why didn't you drop the O'Neal
exactly
and go back to your
respectfully?
Because respectfully, O'Neal still made you more money. It was
it's the likeness. Name. It's the likeness of the name. God. That's why she kept it. She knew it would create opportunities and different stuff for her.
This is the
not to say that she's not a talented black, woman.
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. I'm not trying to say that.
Nobody's trying to
come on now. You married to fucking Shaq.
She created content honest. And all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Off that name. Yeah. Period.
So I just think that's a wild shit, man. So
yeah, man.
I feel bad for Scotty, man. Scotty had to play second fiddle to Jordan.
God damn.
That nigga's a sidekick. If that ain't never been a sidekick ass nigga.
I'm going to start calling that nigga Robin Pippen.
God damn, boy. That nigga took a Robin to a nigga Batman to a whole nother extreme. God, I would fight the whole family. But nigga, I didn't have to be. I got my greatness questioned because of this nigga. Niggas question whether or not I was really good or if it was him. Right. Then I got this badass motherfucker to marry me. Now she got his last name.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Damn.
And can I say this? God responds, and Corlisha, I love you. And she we've never been through a name change. It's a hassle. Just watching her go through the stuff of, you get married and you got to change your last name and you got to change your documents. You got to change your you change yourself from driver's licenses and stuff like that, social security card. It's a hassle. It's a hassle for us. It's a hassle for anybody that has to go through it. But I think someone who probably has a few 10 or so M's in the bank or whatever, I think she could take a day and get it all taken care of. And I don't think it's going to be that rough for her. Like you had to take a day off work or half a little day and go over to the Social Security place or whatever and get the new card and go to the BMV and all that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, whatever. But I think Larsa would have been okay. I think Shawnee would have been all right to get that last name.
Leah said that's why Scotty looking like he's stressed out.
Right.
Scotty is a nigga, you a victim. Like Scotty,
he's a victim.
I feel so bad for Scottie Pippen, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's tough. Man, come on, man.
Can you imagine the jokes like we do it right now?
That's why Scotty can't stand Mike right now.
That's why he can't stand Mike.
Stand Mike right now.
He can't shake this nigga, man.
Nah.
And it's even worse than Mike. Like, I don't even want this to be happening, big bro. Like he on that, boy. I can't stand a nigga that act like I ain't even got nothing to do with this, big dog. Like, this shit happening outside of my control. You Michael fucking Jordan. Okay? Cut the nigga off. Fire him from being the head of the Jordan brand.
Well, now she's Lisa fucking Jordan.
Oh.
In more ways than one.
No.
In more ways than one.
Right.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, well. All right. Well, we'll get up out of here. We'll keep it a little shorter this week. I know the Browns kick off at 4:30, so it ain't a huge rush today. The last couple of weeks we've been trying to rush home for a 4 o'clock kickoff. Mm-hmm. So let me ask y'all one thing real quick. Let's wrap up on this. How many memories do y'all have tied to music? We all music people here because I was watching I actually like the R&B Money podcast.
Nigga, we ain't gonna get out of here on that.
But Michael B. Cox I was watching this interview that was on there recently. Michael B. Cox obviously has written bangers for people over the years, huge songs. I found out in that interview also that I didn't know JD wrote songs like that.
No Jermaine Dupri?
Yeah. Like he said he didn't know till he started working with JD that JD writes songs. So a lot of this stuff that comes out, JD is writing these songs. But anyway, he was just talking about just his memories of doing stuff and having music playing or whatever. He was even talking about how now even to this day as a grown person, it's the reason why he still puts music on when he's getting dressed to go somewhere. And I'm just like, and it got me to think like, how many memories do you got tied to music? Like just over the course of your life? I off the top of my head, two that just popped in my head was the first car I bought, and the Life and Times of Sean Carter Volume 3 it just came out in December of '99. I got my first car in January of 2000. and all I could think about is the how the album starts, with the
windows down.
put your windows down, even if it's winter and all that shit or whatever. And that was me. That's the first CD I played in my car and shit. You know what I'm
We did that with
saying?
my brother. We went down to the what's it called downtown on Knife, the Galleria.
Okay.
And got it from like a FYI Music in there, and he did the same thing.
Yeah, that's something I remember I distinctly remember the summer of 2000. So again, my first car, and just, the JE was out then, the JE Heartbreak, and just every time I was coming home from work, it's like that was like the soundtrack of my summer for whatever reason. JE Heartbreak CD.
Damn. So okay, it's a couple. It's two. It's a gang of them. But the two that stand out the most whenever I hear the songs is for the lesser one of the two, the Mary J. Blige, the gotta be with you, gotta be with you, gotta be with you. The you've been too strong for too long, and I can't. That was when I first got my job at Enterprise, and I had to do pickups and drop-offs. It seemed like every single time I got in the car,
That song was on.
that fucking song was on. I started the job in December. It was cold out all the time. It was snowing, and that reminds me of snow, windshield wipers, like looking at a Google fucking printout of an address to get to somebody's house to do a pickup. Like that shit, I hate that song because of that. And then the other one is
And you know what? That's one he talked about himself. That's one of Brian Michael Cox wrote. That
Really?
was his first big one.
and
that
I
he
love
did
the song,
away
but I
from
just
everybody.
heard it so much.
That's him.
man.
And the story behind it, it's
This
crazy.
one, okay.
Yeah.
And then the reason why I think I love Bone so much is because when they hit, I was going through a lot of shit. So while their songs don't necessarily have anything to do with the moment, so Shoot 'Em Up, the song from the Great White Hype soundtrack. That reminds me, my mother and father broke up, and I missed half my 8th grade year, and so I didn't graduate at the end of the school year. I had to go to summer school before I went to Shaw. And I used to, they had broke up. We had moved to 105 with my grandmother, and it was too far. My father didn't have a car, so I couldn't go to school. And so we finally got an apartment on Neela, upstairs, right across the street from that laundromat I was talking about, and next to Aldi's, not Aldi's, it's Aldi's now. Anyway, Save a Lot on Noble. We got an apartment up there, and I used to have to walk down all the way down Neela and then down to Kirk every day and back in the summer to go to summer school. And I would listen to like Bone, Shoot 'Em Up, and then It's an Everyday Thing when you let your nuts hang. I would listen to them songs that was in the heaviest of rotations, and I'll be listening to them, and I'll be acting like I was like on stage performing them songs. I know them songs from beginning to end, word for word, bar for bar. And like that reminds me of walking back and forth to Kirk during summer school. And every time I hear the song, it's almost like I'm walking back and forth to summer school, man. Like living in that little apartment upstairs, man. Damn. Yeah, but that's not even like RKellyTP2.com. When I hear that, that is freshman year of college. I can see the fucking configuration of the dorms. My room was right here, and it was kind of like an L, and Gene's room was right there with his roommate. And then across the hall, it was a room across the hall, but then it was a small hallway, and down at the end of that hallway was Ed's room. And we was
Shout
in
out
like
to Ed, his birthday.
It was boom. Yep, shout out to Ed, his birthday. But
it
was
is.
boom, boom, boom. And like that was the soundtrack to freshman year. It's one of the reasons why I can't shake R. Kelly. I can't. The moment I hear that song, that album come on, there's nothing I can do, man.
Yeah.
Just put you in the space.
It put me in the space.
I think let me see. Broke up with my high school sweetheart right out of high school and moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I literally ran from Cleveland and just left and went to Atlanta, and the song that was there was Carl Thomas Emotional. And Wish I Never Met Her. That whole emotional CD. Period. That whole Carl Thomas CD. After that, let me see. Damn. Oh. every time I go to Atlanta, Georgia, and visit my family, this song reminds me of just being a kid, being with my cousins down there and riding on the freeway, going to Six Flags and different shit. Ghost Town DJs, my boo. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I go to Atlanta or even think I'm going to Atlanta, that's the first thing that pops in my head is Ghost Town DJs.
Yeah, it's so, man, that's a hell of a question, man. It's so much.
Yeah.
That whole Creeping on the Come Up Bone album reminds me of 850 Hillsdale. The house burned down now. Burned after we moved out. But I sat on that porch. I never forget when I found the tape. My cousin Maurice had moved in with us. And I never heard about Bone. And I found that damn tape. And I put that shit in my Walkman. And I was sitting on the front porch. And our porch had that fake AstroTurf green shit on there. You know what I'm talking about?
On the stairs.
On the porch and on the stairs. Yeah, it had the fake AstroTurf. And I'm sitting there like lean back with my hands in the turf. And I'm listening to Bone. And I had to listen to Bone for, I don't even know. I just had never heard nothing like it. So I just kept listening to that shit over and over and over and over on that fucking porch, man. Sitting outside. Like, I can see the shit. Like, that's crazy. Music is, yeah. The fucking Sprinkle Me, man. That album reminded me of being in the basement on Alverson. On that big ass, I saw a picture the other day. People, everybody had the stereo inside the case with the glass thing, with the magnet, the clink, that closed with the big ass speakers. And everybody used to put the CD in there and play that shit loud as hell in the basement.
Yeah, man.
That whole E40 album, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man.
James on YouTube said 96 just making the like mixtapes with like the Hail Mary and Bout It and stuff on it.
Oh yeah.
Body reminds me of being in East. I never forget. I don't know what summer it was. 95 maybe 96. Yeah. When Bout It came out, I'm trying not to exaggerate. So nigga, check me if I'm exaggerating.
No,
I'm talking anywhere from 5 to 10 times a day.
Yeah,
you would hear at maximum capacity Bout It playing out of somebody's
car. About the run about
it was unreal.
The run about it had when it came out, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing that bass line.
No.
On every, I say that no other song in life, no other song in life other than that in the 50 run when Get Rich or Die Trying, all throughout the hood. Them are two songs I just or spaces that it's just no matter what, when it hit, it just took over everything.
Wankster was junior year of college. In my room, I had a little, I thought it was smooth ass stereo. It was a little small stereo, but that shit But that Wankster,
bruh, that Get Rich or Die Trying, that's when I first moved to the west side of Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
I never forget it. Kmart was still open, and I went and bought that album out of Kmart. Super Kmart at that. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Super
Kmart. No, it's cool.
Yeah.
We was talking about this yesterday. We was watching something. We was just on our phones, me and Leah, but that's what friends are for, the good times. The bad times. And
Stevie Wonder.
I remember my mother had an apartment on Woodworth and Hayden, next to where G-Spot Detailing is. Mm-hmm. Right next to it is an apartment building. We used to have an apartment over there.
Right there in Woodworth,
Yep, I remember me and her in there like dancing and shit. I had to be like 5, 6.
That's what's up.
Like young. But that was one of my first, like, I love this. My mother played all the time. Was that? And my father used to play like after. Music was the soundtrack to everything. It's like everything my parents did involved music. If we was cleaning, it was music. When my mother was cooking, it was music on. Like it was always, music was everywhere. Like, man, that's a hell of a question, man.
So a couple more from the feed. I know Carlisha said that her college time, like the blaming on the alcohol was that she used to be playing a lot during the college time. Brian, what up to Titan? He said, My Life and To Share My World by Mary J. Blige. Yeah. I mean, those are good ones. I know, and then Amber said that, just breakups and graduations and funerals, like that's the thing. I think there's just so many moments that we could just pinpoint something. Like I could think about songs like late 80s, early 90s. Every time Superwoman come on by Karen White, I be like, I just distinctly remember my aunts and them playing that song or songs like that when we was like over their house or like on the way to go visit my grandmother on the way to Toledo and stuff like that. Like that was their people. Stephanie Mills, stuff like that. Like that was that time that was their peoples or whatever.
I got two memories real quick because I know we're getting up out of here. It involved the same person. It involved Dollar Bill. It involved Billy. Number one, was us being in middle school at Kirk, and we always listened to Top Authority. That's that's one of them, Top Authority. And then the other one was me and him always going every Friday down to Kent State to hoop. And we will always listen to the fucking Set It Off soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
That fucking album. I love that fucking album.
Oh shit. Okay. So I was about to bring one up, but then I got to get right back to what you just said. I remember. I know I'm a stand for these niggas, but I don't give a fuck. But I remember hearing Crossroads. I don't think people understand, man. For me, maybe it's just because my love of music, it was like 70s music. It was when I heard Bone the first time on the porch. But then when I was over my mother's, it was like my family, but my mother's best friend, Kathy house, me and Antonio, her son. And the first time I heard Crossroads come on the radio. That one, and then they played, the first time I heard R. Kelly's Bump and Grind remix back to back. They played it back to back to back. And I was recording that shit. I hit the record button, and 93.1 played that shit 3 times in a row. And I'll never forget I had a tape. And it would play 3 times in a row. You know what I'm saying? But like I remember sitting on his dining room floor, and he had a little radio, and they played Crossroads for the first time, and we was like, "What the fuck did we just hear?" Like it was the coldest cut we'd ever heard. But nigga, the thing that the world will never be able to recreate is the fucking soundtrack era.
I agree
The
with that.
soundtrack era of the 90s was some of the best music ever, man.
I agree with that.
It was like playlists, basically. What we do nowadays. But
They had who's who are artists on the soundtracks.
man, them soundtracks used to be fire, man.
Yeah.
Damn, them movies was
Nutty
great, but they all
Professor
came out with
soundtrack.
dope ass soundtracks.
I love the first Nutty Professor soundtrack. That one's good. It
Nigga,
got it.
Menace to
That's-
Society
I think
soundtrack?
that's the one that introduced Music Soul Child. The first Nutty Professor soundtrack. But like you said, that one, something like that. Like you said, the Set It Off soundtrack, or
Grow up to be a straight up Menace Gia.
Oh,
Look
man.
at all that shit, man.
they
all
used to
them
get a who's who of artists back then.
And that was the thing. Like, I don't think the world, like, we'll hear dope songs in a movie now, but we had never heard these songs.
Right.
And they would be through the whole movie. It would be at the party. The first time we heard them songs was at the party in Menace to Society when they pulled up.
Yep.
Like, that was the first time we heard the songs. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time we heard the songs in Boys in the Hood. It wasn't like a Drake song we already knew that was played in a movie.
Right.
We in the movie like, oh shit, that song hard. You know what I'm saying? Even Baby Boy was playing a Tupac song that was already out.
Yeah.
The only one they had in there was you're just a baby boy. You not
Right.
the
Come
real
on, man.
But yeah, the mixtape, I mean not the mixtape, the soundtrack era was something special, man.
It really was.
Shit, that was almost as exciting as the movie coming out.
Yeah. That's like when I hear Wilson. I know we're getting up out of here, but that's like when I hear Simply Red, I keep on holding on. I think about loving basketball. 'Cause I believe that was on that soundtrack. I believe.
This
Yeah.
nigga just at a back family was. I know y'all about to get out of here, but the macaroni and cheese and the sweet potato pie on the way out the oven. You be like, hold on, nigga, we ain't leaving. Go get a plate. The fuck you mean? On your way out the door. Everybody sit back down. The fuck is we talking about? The macaroni and cheese about to come out. This nigga said, I know you about to get up out of here. Dig into your cranium for your most amazing thoughts and memories of your life. We could do a whole podcast on this shit.
Got it. Not to mention, it's a pound. It's a pound cake coming out the oven too.
Nigga, the the pound cake coming too. And I got red velvet cheesecake coming for you niggas.
Right.
But no, yeah, that's a hell of a year. Music is so vital, man.
Yeah.
And you really don't even know until a song comes on. Like I know that happens to people all the time, man. You listen to it, and be like, God damn, this just took me back. It's so crazy how much that shit can. I wonder why that happens, man. I wish we could get a psychologist on here or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
That's what we need to work on. There.
Memories, man.
Yeah, memories.
Could you
Good and
imagine
bad.
life without memories?
Hell no.
It's bad memories are tied to music too.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Memories is just something weird. I mean, it's just period feelings or whatever. It's just all weird. I always say it's the strangest thing in the world happened to me. Like in the summer, there's a perfect temperature that I can feel that it takes me instantly to, because I grew up, we didn't have AC in the house. We had a fan on in your room at night, so you just hot. But you sleep with the window open, you got the fan on, you wake up in the morning, like if it rains or something, it cools off. And you wake up in the morning, now it's just a hint of cool in the air. And it's like a perfect temperature. I don't know what it is, but whenever I feel that temperature, it takes me back to 14205 Savannah Avenue on that second floor in my bedroom of any morning I woke up when it was blazing hot the night before, but it was cool in the morning, and you got, shit, let me grab this little sheet from off of here and cover up. You know, just like it's just it's amazing how memories work and how one little small thing triggers one little thing in your mind, and it puts me literally right in that bedroom.
Damn, but this all is a full circle ass podcast. This all goes because when you saying that, I'm thinking about it was this time my cousin Maurice, like I said, he moved in with us. We lived on Hillsdale.
Mm-hmm.
He was from 88th and Superior. This is 90, so it's Crips down there. I don't y'all remember Hilltop Boys and Hot Sauce niggas was Bloods.
Right.
So he got into it with somebody at Eli's or Neela Park Deli, one of the two, up there on Noble. And they chased his ass back down the street. So it was like 5 or 6 of them. I had to be in like the 6th grade. And I guess he had a gun up in the attic, like tucked in the stuffing or whatever the case
The
may
little
be.
ducks. Whatever.
Yeah. So I came, I'm like, I told my father, went to his room, I said, Marie's about to go get a gun.
Yeah.
And so my father came out and we was on the 2nd floor. So we had a porch on the 2nd floor. And we looking down on the hills onto the street, and it's like 5 or 6 niggas in front of the house. And so it's my father on the porch. I'm a couple steps behind my father on the porch, and Maurice is in the house. Then I think my brother Dion, somebody else might have been there because he was talking to somebody in the house. But I can see the niggas positioned outside the front of the house, and my father having to talk them niggas down. I don't know what that is in your brain that takes snapshots of certain shit. And you can remember, like because I can close my eyes and see it. I can't write and draw. I mean, I can't draw that good, so I couldn't like read. But if the picture is right there, I close my eyes open. I can see the niggas' position. There's a couple niggas on the sidewalk, a nigga in the driveway, there's a couple niggas in the street, and Maurice is in the house. And I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with this nigga, but if Mo got a gun, these niggas might have one. But my father up and he talked them niggas down, man.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody do shit. But like the full circle moment is like we was talking about the shit at the beginning of the pod. When you can, if I'm a nigga that's T.I. or Jeezy or Jay-Z and I can recreate that story with great penmanship to a dope ass beat and make niggas love it, how could you not romanticize that story?
Yeah.
You got villains, you got a hero, you got a nigga in turmoil. You got a kid who's seeing the shit with nerves. All of that shit is a romanticized scene.
Yeah.
And if I can articulate that in a way that makes the masses want to purchase my art, you will have niggas attention for the rest of their life.
Yep. You're right.
And that's the fucked up part. That's the hardest part of this journey to try to figure out how we tell our story as black people and not glorify our story.
You know what's funny? You telling that is last thing I'll say is that I think in a space both of y'all dads, but really your dad, because your dad has always had the sayings and the stuff like that. If you read that book by Rich Paul, his dad reminds me of your dad a lot. I'm telling you, but I think both of y'all will see some parallels in it or whatever. But I'm telling you, like if you read that book, the way he talked about his relationship with his dad and how his dad was in the community and the stuff, and how it's like that story right there is something exactly that his dad would have done or did do, literally. I honestly think you'll see a lot of
I'm gonna read this
parallels in
book,
it.
man. I'm gonna read.
Yeah,
I just
I'm
ordered
reading
this one book. I'm about to order it, man. I'm about to order it. I just ordered
Well, I ain't
this
gonna sit
book.
there and say I supported him all like that because I got it from the library.
No,
But,
I got you. I'm gonna order
Yeah.
it, man, because I'm about to build up my I just ordered this book, The Power of Now.
I got to get a bookcase for my basement, put all my books up because the wife is gonna talk about me because they still in the box in the basement or whatever.
I'm telling y'all niggas, this is a book called New Earth: Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. Is a hell of a book, man.
Yeah.
If y'all niggas get a chance, read it. My brother put me onto a couple years ago. It's a hell of a book, man.
I understand. I'm gonna have to remind you to give me the name of it again.
I just ordered the shit. I'm gonna order this book. I'm gonna read that shit after I read The Power of Now.
Okay. But yeah, I think you're gonna see a lot of parallels for that because again, that's one of the things of reading the book is just being like his dad didn't have all the answers and all this stuff or whatever, but it's like you got to give what you got. Though.
Yeah, you got to
give what you got.
And if you love people,
and even sometimes the shit might be from the outside looking in, it might be kind of fucked up in the sense of whatever, but you got to give what you got. And what that man gave to his son really did help shape his son into being who he turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get what you got.
Yeah.
So, all right, we can wrap up so we can get home for this football game today. Hopefully get a victory. What y'all call it? Win or loss today?
I'm gonna say win.
I'm gonna say win today. God, God, you talking this the biggest Browns fan? He had to put his head on the microphone. Jesus Christ! I'm gonna say win today, man. They needed to split in the West, and I'm gonna say win today. I don't know how. I really don't know how because they probably shouldn't win today, but I'm gonna say win.
Yeah,
8-4, and then buckle up for the last 5 games to see if you make the playoffs.
Yep.
I'm gonna say win.
I don't know. I really don't know.
But I will say this much too. I saw LeBron say he's going to the game. That's like the kiss of death.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, he
lost.
said
He lost.
That nigga, man. Bro, go to sleep, man.
Right. Why you getting into it with what's the name?
he got into it with Ume.
Yeah.
Ume, whatever. Yeah, he got into it, and Ume got kicked out the game or whatever. But all right. So we gonna get out of here, man. Dev, who I go first? Playboy, give him all your shit.
All right, man. Let's play with it. What do I say? At the end of the day, it's play with a DJ. Play with DADJ. Man, you can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3. You can find me on Facebook under my government. If you know me, you know me.
They know you.
And you can find me on all DMSG Boy platforms, man. Great show. And we like 4 for 4, man. Shit. I'm loving this shit, man. We'll catch y'all next week, man. Peace.
Regular time next week, y'all.
Yes,
Back in
yes.
the evening next
Might
week.
have a guest. I'm gonna try to work on him this week. So
Okay.
we can get him up here.
Dev, give him all your shits.
It's Big Dev, man. Do what needs to be done. What needs to be done, whether you like it or not. So we're Big Dev 216 everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
DMST16 at yahoo.com. Questions, comments, concern, feedback, all of that stuff. Thank y'all for hanging out with us on Facebook and YouTube today, and participating in the conversation. Like we said, we going back into getting our guests out. So I know we working on. I know you got somebody in mind. We'll wrap about it real quick too, right before we get out of here. I got somebody in mind I might reach out to. But again, to people that's watching too, you know, when y'all sitting at home on Sundays and y'all just chilling, y'all want to come up here and kick it with us on a Sunday, reach out to us. You know, we would love to have you on as a guest. So we look forward to talking to a lot of people soon. So we'll be back next Sunday, regular time, 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7, somewhere in between there. So it may be cloudy today, which it is, but the sun will come out tomorrow. And as long as you are here under the sun, live your life to the best of your motherfucking ability. I am DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media. That is DJ Brainstorm, the number 4, the letter
You better be truly humble under God and push positivity.